Welcome back to Glowing Card. Tonight, paranormal videos. Real or fake? And now, your host, Adam. Hey, sorry I had it on the live screen. I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove the chat box from. Seriously, I can't do. All right, well, can I just do that with it? No. Oh, wait. Oh, I can hide it completely. No, I'd have to recreate it. All right, I'll mess around with it later. Let's move it up here though, so that it's out of the way, and we can really make it tiny. Because the chat box appears on most people's phones anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't need it. Because the only vertical stream right now is YouTube, so. I guess we got a bunch of people on. I didn't see that. Hi, all 10 of you. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And here we go, right straight in to the paranormal videos. Let me go ahead and kill this awesome beat. That's from X Reaper Studios. It is copyright free, just in case you want to do that for yourself. All right, let's go into, let's open, wait, before I do that, let's do this. So it's full screen. And here we go. Depths of Despair. We got 10 videos. Should take about 40 minutes, and then I will be heading to bed after that. But we had a great, successful Mouse PI one, so let's celebrate. Oh, how about...
A family had been hearing strange noises around their house that they couldn't explain for days. So they set up ring cameras around the property, and one night they
I feel like I've seen this one.
Watch closely.
Yeah, the dog. There'll be something coming across here. Basically, like right above the dog. Boy, you could see that. You can see that orb already. You can see it right here. It's floating around. It came over here. And it came back over here. Now it's over here. So this orb, you can still see it. Now you can see it even more if you shut off the light. This dog's going to react to it here in a second. This dog doesn't realize it's there yet. Now, I'm going to discount that strange sound because that lady was making so much racket. Banging around, turning off, turning on lights, shutting doors, opening doors, whatever she was doing. Drawers, like cleaning up. I think she's getting ready to go to bed, right? So right after she's done doing whatever she's doing, you hear a strange noise. To me, that just feels like it's connected to whatever she's doing. I don't think it's paranormal. Look, it's the guy from Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. It's Yergey. Sergey, I think. Whatever his name is. But it looks like a creepy face right there. I don't think that's part of the paranormal at all, but it looks weird.
A strange glowing orb is seen hovering in the room, and the moment it gets closer to the resting dog, the dog suddenly jumps up and quickly
Yeah.
runs away, clearly startled by the orb. A few nights later, they capture the orb again moving around the same area.
This looks like the exact same video.
This time, after
Weird.
the orb disappears, they get a notification on their outdoor ring camera and see this.
See, the indoor orb, it was strange, but the problem with orbs and why I almost always discount orbs is that it could be you can't tell what the distance is. You can't tell where that light's reflecting off of. You can't tell if that's paranormal or not. If it was mist or something more substantial, I think you could count that more paranormally. Um, but it could have been just dust floating around. Dust moves like that. Outside, definitely if there's any sort of breeze and a dust particles like right on the camera, it could totally move like that. So I tend not to believe orbs like that.
In the corner, a dark figure can be seen coming out of the house to the outside. Before heading back in, one of the dogs notices it and barks after it comes out, which seems to be what makes it go back inside. Till this day, they have no idea what's going on around their house, but continue to capture these strange sightings. Hiding.
It makes me wonder because I think that animals and children can see paranormal stuff. Although when Queso does these, he's like, it's a baby, it's a child, and like he can't account for anything that a child does. But the pets are tougher to explain because there's not a there's not a pet faking it. So I really wonder what did that dog see that made him jump up and go, "Nope, I'm out." What did he see? Because I'm sure he saw whatever the figure was versus the orb. So could just be an interesting thing. I don't know.
On June the 3rd of 2026, a woman named Elena captured something strange that she can't explain on her CCTV camera set up on her property. She lives in a farmhouse in a secluded area far away from other houses, but on one night she heard a loud sudden bang outside her house. So her husband went outside to check what it
This is
was,
new.
but as she reviews the camera footage, she sees this.
Kind of looks like a drone. I'm gonna pause it for just a second. The other thing, see that light came in like that. A lot of people will say, well, that was another orb that came in. There's a strange orb there, but there's another orb that came in. Well, no, that was an insect. I'm pretty sure that was an insect. That's another reason why you can't really trust those orbs because insects can also look like orbs, unless it's something that has like a shape of some sort. This has more of a shape, so I think this is more paranormal to me. than the last video was already. If you notice down here by the lights, down here, these lights are kind of stringing out and then like streaking out this way too. So this light is bending weird here. Um, Let me rewind it just because you can see it right there. Here. See that how that's happening? And I was kind of watching that, not watching the main thing on the screen there too. They have music going. It's a party. I wonder where these guys live, because that almost looks like Mexico or New Mexico, or the grass is so lush and green though. It could be. See, look at the lights are so weird. What is? Oh, that's a cat. Okay. There's a sound of a jet flying over. That's a bug.
At the top of the
Eh.
tree, a strange light object or thing is seen moving, almost blending in with the tree. And if you look closely, whatever it is also appears to hide behind the tree when the husband comes out to inspect the noise. Her husband didn't see or hear anything strange after going outside, but after seeing this on the footage, they are left with questions. Just what is this? And
It
did it make
looks.
the sudden noise?
See, it almost looks like a drone to me. You know, does that not look like a drone? To me, that's what that looks like. I feel like that's a drone, like somebody's spying on them, which could be even creepier, right? It could be even more dangerous because whoever's spying on them might have ill intent for the family. I would be very cautious. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It could be paranormal. It might be a drone. It's very grainy and hard to tell what we're looking at. M has Elfka. Hello, cats. Welcome to the channel. And M has Elfg. Elfg. Um, yeah, and leave your comments at any time, or you can leave them down below after the live stream ends.
They heard outside. Let me know what you think. Inside the RV. The following video was taken on June the 1st of 2026 and is the only video they have uploaded. Although
Recently.
the uploader mentions it isn't the first time this has happened. He lives
Hey, it's
alone
a
and it's
husky.
late at night when he notices
That's a
something
good
deeply
boy.
unsettling coming from his RV. Watch closely.
Oh, there's a little shadow figure.
Vivo solo en mi casa, salí para afuera y la puerta se empezó a mover
And the
sola.
doors are kind of moving, opening on their own. Okay.
Pero nadie me cree cuando les digo. Nadie me cree. No hay nadie ahorita ahí. Vi que se asomó algo y... Ese es mi perro, pero mi perro no puede alcanzar a hacer eso.
From your lips to God's ear. I
Solo
hope I
las
go
luces
big too.
están prendidas.
As he zooms in, a dark shadow figure can be seen entering the RV before it comes back and peeks out as if
So the shadow figures are the hardest thing to discount as paranormal. Um, these are probably the biggest things that when I look at these videos, that actually make me think this is paranormal. Mainly because like to fake a dark figure like that, you'd have to dress all in black. And in this case, you'd have to actually go through the door because the door is shut. So it looks like it's peeking out of the side of the RV physically. which is kind of impossible. Then on top of that, the light that is there isn't reflecting off of any of the surface of the figure that's there. And that's very difficult to do unless you are a very good editor. Now, the footage is a little grainy. I like having super sharp footage. Those ones are like the best. But even so, here you can tell like there's no face. You can't see somebody wearing a hood or a mask that's all black. So to me, this lends a lot of credence to this actually being paranormal. And the door opening and shutting. That the door opening and shutting is easy to fake. I mean, Queso says it the best, where it's fishing string, right? Possibly. But I know you can also do servos and you can make it so that doors open and close on their own and put little motors in them and just have a little button that opens and closes it automatically. They do it for blinds and windows all the time, so doors not that much different. Um, Other than that, that's all I got on this video, at least for this part. I would say this is paranormal.
They noticed the man recording.
Hold on one second. I'm reading. Oh my God, Cats, you wrote a ton of stuff. This only goes off every like once every 2 minutes to let me know there's a message. So hold on, hold on. You think the video's fake? So you're saying there is light that you saw off the figure? If you did, and that's completely valid because the door opening and shutting on its own doesn't make me believe this is paranormal. That the figure is the only thing that really by itself makes me think this could possibly be paranormal. That is super interesting, Whispering Mice. I'm gonna read this comment because it's actually really cool. We were told, and whispering is sometimes a little French, so when he says we, he means I. Um, we were told that the reason we sense the uncanny valley effect is seeing a person who's not fully human. It's because in the old days, vampires tried to pass themselves off as human, but couldn't quite pass. So it gave you that creepy, ill feeling because your brain, your primal animal instincts would tell you that's not human. That's dangerous. That's going to kill you. So you get really eerie, creepy feelings from something that isn't quite perfectly human. So I do understand that. So for Cats, you're saying this is an actual person, which I can totally believe. I mean, maybe there's some weird distance thing there, maybe there's some editing going on. So I could believe that this might not be paranormal. And then the person pulling on the door, whatever is there is definitely the thing. I would agree with you that it's pulling and opening the door.
Then the door starts opening and closing on its own, and you can start to see the dark figure peek out again. Then the lights turn off, and right before the video ends, the figure can be seen through the top window, watching him before moving out of
Oh,
sight. Terrified, he doesn't dare to go inside to check. But, real ghost or not, you judge.
that peeking at the end makes me think it's fake. It's like it was just a little too much, right? It's just a little too much going on there for me. I think that's the one that really nailed it for me that was fake. Um, what do you mean by the hospital rain experiments? It's weird how I have cats and mice in my chat right now. I love it. It's amazing. Yeah. Same thing happens when you get close to the edge of a cliff. That same primal instinct, that's why people don't, there's a ton of people that are really creeped out or get eerie feelings of heights, and they don't like it because eh, just being so close, it's a self-preservation thing. You don't want to fall off the cliff. You don't want to get eaten by that vampire. You don't want to get eaten by that werewolf. So, yeah, that all of that makes sense to me.
Office work. On June the 7th of 2026, an office worker was working around 6:40 p.m. with another colleague just finishing up their shift before
Before anything happens here, I already feel like this could be a coworker messing with his friends at work. I I wouldn't do this, but I have friends that would do this. Like they would rig something up to make stuff shift or fall off or move on their own and end up freaking everybody out. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen here. If I call it, this video is fake. I'm calling it right now. Um, but yeah, cats. I don't know if you heard me or not, but can you expand or what do you mean by the hospital rain experiments? I haven't heard of those. So could you just, I mean, just say a little bit of that? I might even watch a video on that later to try and learn more about that.
closing and leaving for the night. She gets up and goes to look at the report at the next desk along with her colleague when the security camera captures something chilling.
So you can hear a TV in the background already. So any noise that you hear, nothing. You can't believe it. This is high quality. This is high res video though. What are we supposed to be seeing here? Yeah, no. No. And they're laughing.
The two
They're
co-workers are
they're
startled
laughing
when they
about
check
it. They're laughing about it. Somebody rigged this up. No, I called it. This is completely fake. I don't believe this one. Oh, the reason why you may not see cats is cats watching on the vertical. So you're probably on the horizontal and probably most of you should switch to the horizontal now. Um, Watch however you want, what's best for your format. So I started dual streaming out not too long ago and been picking up subscribers like crazy doing that. So if you're gonna be a streamer, dual stream, multi-stream out. Just a little tip. Yeah, but I agree. This is
at the back
a prank or
started
something.
moving and even the
And
table
they're
lifted
laughing.
slightly due to the force. After that, they ran out of the office frightened.
I think it
Many
lifted
viewers
because the
also
chair
noticed
moved.
that in the mirror reflection, you can see the computer screen the girl was using also changed to another window. Even if the desk moved,
That's
something
weird.
would have had to click
Oh,
on the
I know.
mouse button as well as move it in order to change the screen displayed.
I
After regaining their composure in the next
maybe.
room, one of the girls comes back to collect
Maybe. As an IT guy, I can tell you that a slight shift or bump in that desk, and it's like the sweetest of coincidences that make this seem even more paranormal. I've seen mice that are bumped, like the desk's bumped, or that the mouse is rattled. You don't have to push the mouse button down. You don't. Sometimes a rattle like that will click it. And I think that's what happened here. So I don't know if I really buy that that's paranormal.
her things and get ready to leave for the night, even asking out loud for forgiveness, believing that the office is haunted.
Is this the only thing that ever happened there? Again, I'm a Christian. I would just pray to the one true God to get rid of any evil that's there.
The
And
girl they met gets startled easily after what happened. They also
friends
mention
scared
that
her.
this isn't the first time strange things have happened. So is the office haunted? I'll let you
But it's weird that this is the only thing that they captured and that they're showing. I don't know.
make your own conclusions. The trailer. A
Also,
woman had
also, if you think something is paranormal, truly paranormal in nature, let me know in the comments as well. And why, give me a reason why you think that. Like, why isn't it something that I'm explaining? Or how can you discount what I'm saying or what anybody else would say in the chat too? Just give reasons. Just be reasonable about it. That's all I'm asking.
recently lost her grandfather in 2024, and he owned a trailer and passed away inside it. But ever since his passing, it has been left abandoned and nobody lives there anymore. Now the girl and her friend decided to drive up to the trailer and check it out. But as they
How
arrived,
far
they
from the
heard a strange
house?
squeaking sound off the floor,
How far from the house is that? And why is that stock footage of the road? I don't think that was them driving.
which is the exact same sound
What's
it
going
used to
on?
make when her grandfather
Hold
would
on.
walking sound off the floor, which is the
Okay.
exact same sound it used to make when her grandfather would walk to his room. So they decided to stop and record it for a bit. Take a look.
Out of that window and Grandpa's.
Dude, look.
I don't like it. I see it.
I'm
Right
not.
into the house.
I'm not saying anything.
You think somebody's in there? No, like right into the house with the car. Oh.
Wait, I missed it.
As they record the window where they heard the noise, they suddenly panic after noticing a creepy pale face suddenly peeking out at them. Creeped out, they just up and leave the place. Now, no
That's it?
facial features can be made out on the face.
That looks like.
just
Okay, that looks just like the same color as the curtain across from it. If there's any draft at all or windows open, that can cause that. I'm not. It's not a strong paranormal video for me.
Before they left, she took a picture. After comparing the picture to a photo of her grandfather, she couldn't believe the resemblance.
What?
So is her grandfather's soul somehow bound to his trailer where he once lived and died? Or
Am
is
I-
this something
am I
else
just
entirely?
dumb?
Let
Am
me
I
know.
not seeing his face in the
reflection?
picture? I don't know. I didn't
This
see
girl
it at all.
recently moved into a new apartment with her boyfriend, but started experiencing strange paranormal events inside shortly afterwards. From the lights flickering to voices, knocking sounds, and objects moving on their own. One night, her boyfriend is at work when this happens.
Lo rompebolas se pone cada vez que llegamos a la sesión.
She-
entra a este placar. Usted
Okay, this may actually be paranormal if it isn't somebody trolling her because her breath is very it's hard to fake that raspy. It's not raspy. It's like it's almost like a stutter in her breathing. And her hand was shaking when she opened the closet door. All of that, I mean, she'd have to be a phenomenal actress to pull that off. So she believes this is paranormal, these things that are happening. So I don't think she's faking them. So I would have to then say this is a possible paranormal.
20 veces se los he mostrado, creo. No, no hay chance de que alguien entre acá. ¿Cómo le gusta romper las bolas? Es increíble.
She checks the closet where the knocking
Do you
sounds
hear
are
the
coming
dishes?
from, but there's
There was, like,
nobody
dishes?
there. Later on, she's cooking a pie when she starts hearing noises in the other room.
Y estoy sola. No hay nadie. Miren. Literalmente no. Qué pesado, hermano. Qué ganas de romper las bolas que tiene.
All the cutlery hanging starts moving and clattering against each other. On another night, she's returning home late with her boyfriend when they see something unsettling through their window.
Recién llegamos a la sesión.
So the stuff clanging, it could be the whole bar moving back and forth. It's just weird that only certain objects are shifting and moving. It's hard to do that with string because an object in the middle of them isn't moving. Um, so I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. I don't know about. Well, you have to remember these guys are just normal everyday, just like me. I'm a normal everyday Joe. I'm no professional. I mean, I have some professionalness in the stream only because I've been doing it for so long. I know, yeah, I've just learned certain things. If she's just filming, she just grabbed her phone and was filming. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I do get that, but the sound of the clattering didn't really happen until she was out in the hallway. So it's like a delayed reaction. I mean, it could be the way she moved. I mean, that's possible. Or it actually the possibility of that actually could be her walking on the floor. Some apartments are not well made, especially outside. I live in the U.S., so I'm used to high quality. So it wouldn't be true in the US, but some floors and walls can have that um, as you're walking along. But that was a lot. You'd really have to be jumping up and down, and she wasn't. But the one thing, you know what? The one thing she could have, crap, this could be fake. All of it. Because the knocking on the closet door when she opens that, it could have easily been somebody. Those clothes were really packed in there, and they were like really in there. Somebody could be knocking on the door and just shift over. The way that closet was, there's two doors. They could have shifted over as she opened the one and then shifted back over as she opened the other door. Because she doesn't really show inside that closet. So that could prove why that the knocking and the other sounds were happening in there. Then also, it looked like there was another area beyond the kitchen, and she took a few steps out into the hallway. So it could be somebody came in and just swiped the spoons on that one side and immediately ran back into that cupboard area back there. And they could just be hiding in there. She never filmed that. We don't see what's back there. So that could be completely faked. But I agree. The last thing, film yourself. You don't like when people film themselves walking, whispering mice? It's
Y en la
interesting.
pieza, la cual estaba apagada, está las luces LED prendidas. No sé si alcanzan ver esa
Yeah, I
silueta
could see the
fondo, no sé
silhouette.
qué carajo es, pero hay alguien parada en la pieza y están literalmente nosotros dos acá.
That's
Miren, pero
someone.
crean que de verdad no hay nadie, ¿eh?
Someone
Salimos lo más
standing.
rápido que pudimos y no hay nadie en la casa.
What looks like a dark figure can be seen on the left side of the window, but the moment they enter the room, there's nothing there.
So again, the dark figures are the hardest. But in this case, I think it could just be somebody standing there. The way that light plays on the back of it would not shine on the front. So there's no glowing, there's no light reflection. The angle really does make that look like that's an actual person standing there. That can easily be faked. So unfortunately, this one I'm gonna have to go not paranormal so far.
Nor is there any object in view that could possibly create that shape from the angle it's in. The following night, she's watching TV in bed when their bedroom security camera captures something horrifying. Watch closely.
Uh-oh. Ooh. A shadow figure in the mirror.
In the reflection of the mirror pointing right towards her bed, a dark shadow figure can be seen moving before
Is that
quickly
editing?
vanishing. but there doesn't appear to be anything seen moving in the room at the same time. Because of this, they
She's
stick a
laying in
camera on
bed.
both sides
Interesting.
watching the mirror and the windows, when one of them captures this. A dark figure appears once again, this time in the reflection of the window. Keep in mind that their apartment is well above ground floor, so there couldn't be someone outside the window.
Well, it could be
But as
somebody back.
always, I'll let you
It could be somebody back in the hallway. It could actually be somebody there. Um, I don't know. All of it, the amount of evidence starts to add up and kind of make me think just the amount of it possibly be paranormal. But she doesn't, I don't know. She doesn't react to it. It's almost like she knows somebody's there. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. If you think you saw hair, the this mirror one is the toughest one because the reflection is showing the bed right above the bed, and you can see in the mirror there's somebody there, but in the room there's nobody. So unless this was edited, this is paranormal. This has to be either one or the other. So it's either edited and fake or paranormal and real on this particular one, because I don't know how else you would do that unless this is a window into another room that uh, I don't even want to get into the logistics of how ludicrous that would be in a small apartment like this. Um, but editing, editing it could be easily done. And if you saw hair, that's definitely not a shadow figure. Shadow figures generally don't have hair or detail like that.
be the judge. Devil's Cauldron. A man by the name Tech Rax went
Thanks
to
for the
explore a
follow.
natural hot spring in the Nevada desert known as Diana's
Bliss
Punch
Bell,
Bowl, but is more
Bliss
commonly known
Bella
by its
TV.
ominous nickname, the Devil's
Thank you.
Cauldron.
Thank you for the
While
follow.
there,
I appreciate
he
that.
decides to conduct an experiment.
We're going to use a
Glad you're watching on Twitch, Bliss Bella.
drone to take this iPhone up and drop it into the hole.
His plan was to attach a phone to a drone with a fishing line so he can reel it down.
Uh-oh. There's fishing line already. It's fake. Queso would have a field day. Look, he's showing you the fishing line. This is obviously fake. I can hear his voice in my head.
Its durability, while also taking a look what's down there.
What? Oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. Oh. You can get submersible drones. Why didn't he do that?
After his first try, nothing
okay.
strange happens, so he hits record again and decides to lower it deeper, only to be horrified of what he captures.
So again, it's fully working. It is on. I'm gonna hit record again on this iPhone 11. Ooh, that was close.
What made him... Oh, jeez. What made him want to... That's so weird.
What sounds like tormented screams are heard coming from deep within the Devil's Cauldron, which weren't heard the first time.
So I wanted to include this one little segment here as well, guys. I noticed after listening to the audio of the last drop test that went into the water, the audio sounded pretty eerie, and I wanted to include kind of the unaltered version.
So, I don't like anything about this video. It's loose. Why didn't you, like, tie it, like, to multiple parts of the drone to stabilize it? You just have one string and it's just whipping around. when it initially hit the water, I thought the scream was his because I hear the scream above the water before it goes down in, like he's actually screaming. And that first scream continued and it sounded like him. It didn't really sound demonic or anything like that until the second scream to me, which if I were editing a video to fake it, that's how I would probably do it. Is I try and do an initial scream, you know, just as it goes into the water or just after it enters the water, so that you kind of hear a scream, a real scream, and then extrapolate from that. Plus, you can on the video, if you have that scream, you know the timestamp or the time to start editing for that would be. And this guy seems to know a little bit about what he's doing, although this video made me so dizzy just watching it. Oh my God. It was hard to think. It's hard to think watching this video. All right, let's listen to the unedited version.
Here, so I have the clip here. It was 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and I edited, for the actual video, because it's just a lot of talking, and then the drone is flying, and then I'll show you guys the actual drop.
Oh my God. There we go. This is where you want to, yeah, this is what we want to hear.
And then right there, you could hear it definitely sounds like some yelling. It's really weird, guys. I don't know what to think of it. Especially since the first dip there was no noise at all.
Mermaids.
And then the recording actually stopped right here, which is also really weird. But I just wanted to show that, guys, as proof. Like, I didn't edit the audio or anything.
So you mentioned ocean. This is not the ocean. At least I don't believe this is the ocean. This is, I think, in Arizona where he's at. This should be a freshwater lake or caldera or cauldron that has fresh water in it. Although nobody can really get to it because it's like a hole in the desert. It's eerie. I don't know how you would fake it in real time. Like drop a speaker down there. You could have a second phone that actually has the audio in it, really. If you really wanted to rig it up right, but with all the spinning, I don't know. You could do it that way. But I think editing would just be the easiest way to get something like this. Did he edit? Did he fake it? You tell me.
Some people believe it was a technical issue due to extreme heat, as the temperatures range from 140 degrees Fahrenheit to over 200. However, local legends say that indigenous tribes viewed the Devil's Cauldron as a spiritual void for great spirits and lost souls. So given the look of this steep hole and its name, the Devil's Cauldron, and hearing the collective screams that sounds like people in agony, what do you think it could be?
Yeah, it's
Cat
weird.
senses.
It's a weird one
Jack
for sure.
lives in an old 1920s house and also has a lot of old antique items and collectibles. One day he suddenly hears his cats meowing strangely and crashing into the...
Okay. This one I think is paranormal only because if you look at a lot of the items this guy has, a lot of the items this guy has are satanic. Like there's no doubt about it. And I thought I don't know if I've seen this video, but I've seen this guy's house before because I remember the curtains, the red curtains, and that table. To me, it looks like he could hold seances on that table. None of this is great for paranormal activity or demonic activity, really.
bedroom door to get his attention. Knowing that this is unusual behavior for his cats, he pulls his phone out to record.
Right, guys, I'm putting the phone out. These have been meowing like crazy by the bedroom door and like crashing into it as if.
In the last video, there were some crosses that had actually been turned upside down. I don't know if he knew that, but you could see them in the video.
Trying to get my attention. What is it? What do you want? Something going on? Hey? Hey? Hold on. What's going on? What is it, guys? Whoa, it's cold in here. Hey, what is it, buddy? Oh.
Sorry, cats. Yeah, I did give a disclaimer, at least at the end of my last video. I didn't do it at the beginning of this one, but it's called paranormal. So, I mean, this one's probably real. So definitely, if you're feeling a little bit out of sorts or a little scared, go ahead and you probably should go to bed. Get a Bible, read it for a little bit, pray to God, make sure that the Holy Spirit cleans the house for you. Um, yeah, seek Him in all things. But the meows here are talking about this video. Um, are strange and drawn out, long meows. Um, I don't think the cats are faking this. It's just very strange behavior from them. It almost sounded, it was almost like you couldn't tell which cat was meowing to, and he's got three. Cool, but weird.
What the hell? Oh my god. Yep, good idea. What the hell was that?
Wait, I missed it. Let's
Yep.
go back.
Oh, what the hell? Oh my god.
It's a little
Yep,
popping.
good idea. What the hell was that?
That could be the house settling. The house was built in like the early 1900s. Cracks like that are common in houses like that.
Hello? Is anyone in here?
No,
Hello?
no, don't interact with it.
Show yourself.
Don't
What?
engage.
Are you doing this? Oh my god.
That is
It's like
weird.
a wind. Oh my god, what is that? What is that? The room is so friggin' cold as well.
I've never seen something faked
Come here,
like
guys.
that.
Come here, guys.
I've never seen something fake like that. That's impressive. If he faked that, that's a great job. I've never seen anything shake like it's being blown by an invisible wind before. He could have had a fan mounted on the roof, or on the ceiling, turned it on. We didn't really see that. But having the papers move sideways like that is weird. And they moved on their own before the wind hit the plant. It's just this is an amazing piece of video. I think this is demonic activity. I don't think this is well, it's paranormal because it's demonic. Well, I mean, whispering my I mean, I did give a plausible explanation. You, if I were to say he faked this, this is what I think. He had some sort of string or something pulling on those papers because they went to kind of underneath the out of the way of the couch. Um, so it's definitely possible he faked this. And then having the like some sort of fan mounted to the ceiling, which he could have totally done. He could have mounted a couple of boards and screwed a fan into the top and just had a remote to turn it on. Some fans have remotes so you can just turn them on like that. But I don't, and he could have turned the sound off on his recording or whatever, so it's only picking up his. They have noise canceling, so it's only picking up his voice. So I could totally see all of that in conjunction. That's a lot to do to fake it, But this is not his first recording, and he does have a channel, so he might be trying to draw views. I'm just saying. So, how was that, Whispering Mice? Was that better? Um, but to me, personally, this was, I think this was paranormal. This one I think is paranormal.
What?
Now we see the ceiling. There's no fan there, no mounted anything. So where did the wind come from? That looked like it was blowing straight down or straight up on those flowers and stuff. That makes it a lot more difficult to explain. And that was pretty good movement from the lamp. Again, he could have had something tied to that. Maybe there's some trick flowers or some novelty item where they kind of shake as if there is a wind. But it's a lot. It's a lot to do to fake all of this. Could he be doing it? Sure. Absolutely. But I think this one is paranormal. I just get the feeling this is the real deal.
Look, it's swinging. I have not been near it. There's nobody else here. I'll show you as best I can. What? None of this makes any sense. How can this stuff be happening?
Because you have demonic objects in your house.
What fell? What is that? What?
His cats seem to meow a lot, like they are trying to tell him something. Then a paper on the table flies off and a strange wind is seen blowing the leaves of the flower. But as he turns around, there's nothing there that could be causing it. Then he hears another meow and a bang, then finds the chandelier moving on its own, before one of the cats gets startled by something falling by itself. So just what?
Where did that fall from?
No.
That is, that was, I don't think you can get the cats to fake that. Maybe that was editing the noises in there. That was just a lot for that video. I don't know. He could have been faking the whole thing. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're watching this on after the live stream, let me know in the comments below.
Nursing home.
That's a good one.
Madeline works as a certified nursing assistant at a hospital that provides hospice care. Most of the patients are elderly people who are no longer able to take care of themselves or require extensive support due to some of their illnesses like dementia. Madeline works the night shift and is documenting a strange occurrence for her partner to see. One of the call lights in a room is turned on for the third time. The call light is the button patients press when they need assistance. However, there was nobody staying in this particular room, but she still has to go and turn it off. This is what she captured.
Alright. It's just for documentation. Proof to show my babe when I get home. This is the third time.
Oh, it's a long, jittery walk.
Going off. This is the third time in my 12-hour shift. Mind you, empty room. I'm so fucking scared right now, I swear to God. No one
She
wants
does
to
seem
know
hesitant
but
to
the
go in.
assholes. Oh, hell no.
The lights on? Is that why she said that?
I'm so scared to go in there.
Just go in there and shut it off. Just go in there and shut it off.
My coworker to watch me. Okay, watch me go in this room, please. I don't want to go in there by myself. I'm scared. Watch me go in there, okay? Oh, this old lady. Nobody. I know, but watch me, because I'm scared. There ain't nobody in here. Call lights up there.
Genuinely scared, she calls
Why
another
don't they
coworker
unplug
to
it?
watch her as she enters the room, as if she has
It's
experienced
plugged into the
something
wall. It
strange
looks like it
inside
can be
before.
unplugged.
As
Why don't
she
they
goes to
unplug it?
stop the call light, she sees nobody there, but a faint voice can be heard.
Ain't nobody in here.
A disembodied voice is heard whispering, "Help me," which doesn't seem
Is it? Is it? You've all heard that. I hate when they put the words up when the disembodied voice is there, because we don't have a chance to think about what we think it says, right? It could say anything. There's proof where people have said something on a video, and because they put the words on the screen, like it's like five or six different things can be actually heard. It's the same person, same clip over and over, but you hear different things every time the person's talking because the words are on the screen. So to me, maybe it's saying help me. I don't know.
to be a coincidence, considering the fact that nobody is currently staying in this room, and the call light has gone off 3 times, which is literally a way for people.
It's a weird disembodied voice too. It seems almost digital, almost like it's I don't know. It feels like it was a way the phone moved, or there was something subtly that happened. I don't really believe this is a disembodied voice. It's a very strange thing that happened there. So discounting that disembodied voice, there's nothing paranormal. There's a light that's going off, and she goes in, and that's it.
To call for help. Then suddenly this voice says, "Help me," as she enters the room. So could it be the voice of a previous patient who passed away inside this room? We may never know. If you have any video recommendations,
Hey, I recommend Depths of Despair. Go like and follow, and this guy as well. If especially if you like this, I get a lot of my stuff from here. I like Nuke's top 5, but he hasn't posted anything since the beginning of the year, so there's no new content there. So this is what we got. Let's skip past and do the last video of the night.
music box. In the following video, a woman is home alone sitting in her room when she suddenly hears a music box go off in the house.
I've seen this one. One thing I like about Depths, and I hope it happens here, is he shows the whole video. And I think he really does let you make up your own mind about it. So often, even if I've seen a video before on a different channel, um, usually he'll show like the entire thing, so I'll see things I didn't see before. So let's go ahead and watch this.
I'm home by myself.
Why do they always say that? Why do they always say, I'm home by myself? I mean, we don't know that. And even you saying that doesn't prove that to us, right? You could have somebody there. You may not even know it, but maybe they came home early, your spouse, or maybe your kids came in the house that had been over at their friend's house, or came home early from school, or there's tons of different things that, people could have come back early, and even if they didn't, you could be faking it and have somebody in the house. I never understood that.
No, I don't think so. Tula, what was that?
So, a couple things here. sometimes music boxes, you can wind them up. I don't know how this one works, but I've done it where you wind them and like it's supposed to play immediately, but I've wound them in such a way that I've set them down and like the thing that's winding them, I mean it has pressure on it, it's turning back, and eventually it will go off and play like all the winding I've done. But you can also set it up in such a way that, you know, it's slowly getting to the point where it'll start to play music. And then it'll play all the way until it's done unwinding. I don't know if she's faking that or if like her husband said it and knew it'd go off in the middle of the day. I don't know, but I don't believe this is paranormal. Oh yeah, the other thing is the dog didn't react whatsoever. Like in the first video, at least with the orb or whatever it was, the dog reacted like it actually saw something there. This dog just sat there like, hey, no big deal. This happens every day.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, because I'm about to sit on the porch still calling it. So absolutely not.
As she gets closer, a voice says she's here. Then the music just stops.
I kind of hear that,
She
but
looks
again,
around momentarily to find the source, as she's never heard that music box before. Freak.
when there's other sounds going off, disembodied voices, it could be coincidental. I just can't. If we again discount the disembodied voice, if we take it out of play here, there's nothing paranormal, necessarily paranormal about this video. There's a music box playing, and then it stops. That's all we see here. I don't think there's a lot to this.
Now, she just up and leaves the place. But real ghost or not, I'll leave the final judgment to you. Now in this next one, a girl's...
All right, we've almost caught up. Everybody's just they don't have as much content as they used to, I guess. All right, that's what I got for you. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. If you can, I would really appreciate it if you could share out the live stream videos, especially the video game ones. That's what I really like to do on this channel. So the mouse PI for hire, go take a look at that and share those out. Share this one out as well. I like doing these occasionally as well. Um, and that's all I got. We'll figure out maybe some Diablo 4 or something tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet. I'll try and figure it out. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's Thursday. I have bowling. There won't be a stream tomorrow. The next stream will be Friday, and I think I have stuff going on both Saturday and Sunday. So they'll if I can't remember if I have something going on Friday. So it may not be until Monday, but I think I could sneak something in on Friday. So be sure to be here and 4 o'clock normal time. Oh my God, have I been streaming out for 9 hours off and on? I have been. That's like a full day's work. You guys got a full day's work out of me. I took a lunch break and then I came back on. You take an hour out of that, that's an 8-hour workday. All right, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for like, share, subscribe, all of that. I will be back. I will be back Friday. I'll see you all then. Until then, so long and be good to each other. Have a nice